2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they may have some challenges, but this is a game they have had circled on the calendar and want to deliver the top-notch performance they know they can. And, of course, we'll have a chance to see Klay Thompson. Shaq, at this point in his career, where do you rank him among the top shooting guards in the league?
I'm going to have to go number 2.
Wow.
His counterpart is number 1. And his counterpart...
How can his counterpart
top
be
shooting guards?
Yeah, I think he's...
A 2-guard.
Just give me a walk to give me some more. I wish I wasn't wrong. Could we just stay here and let the time pass? I'll write it in a song.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin Durant is back after missing most of 2015 after requiring a third surgery to repair a bone in his foot. He said it was the first time I had to face something being snapped.
Great to have him healthy and back out on the floor, D.A. Thank you. What I like about these two teams, Steve, they've got a wealth of experience, a lot of veterans, a lot of veteran savvy out there.
You know what, Kevin, historically, if you go back, teams with guys that have more veterans usually win championships. You know, older guys, but they just know how to get it done.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Harden with it. He dishes it to Beverly. Pass to Anderson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Clint Capella is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot.
Just some grown man strength from Thompson there. His ability to shake off hard hits and still drain shots is admirable.
And perhaps, Steve, a fact that was lost last year for Klay Thompson was that he himself put up 276 made three-point shots on the season. Good for third all-time in the NBA.
Highest total ever by a player not named Steph Curry. What Curry did was amazing, but people, you sleep on what Klay was able to accomplish. Definitely one of the most gifted shooters ever to play. Klay does a lot of things well. He shoots the basketball, he can defend, but the area he could get better is his ball handling, and he's done that. He looks very comfortable driving, creating shots for himself, and kicking it out for others.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
And Green is always looking to swing the ball for the best open shot available.
On defense, Golden State. It's a three-point game. And Anderson kicks to Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And with Klay and his improved ball handling, Steve, it used to be that he had trouble creating for himself. Now he is creating for himself and others.
Klay has size, speed, and he can flat out shoot the basketball. Now, like you say, with his improved ball handling, he has the confidence to attack the rim so he can shoot it and he can get to the bucket.
And it's Beverly missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Durant, no good.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Ariza passes to Capella. He feeds it to Harden. From past the arc. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Anderson kicks to Harden. Misses the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Durant just inside the line. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Here's Ariza. Great D that time from Durant.
Had the layup. No one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
And the wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the three ball. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Now here's Curry. Second chance effort. Pachulia, no luck. Rockets trail by 4. Harden dishes to Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And here is Durant. With some arc. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And the Warriors certainly a dominant team, but I think what captivates the fans, Steve, just as much as their style of play, ball movement, up-tempo, shots from all over the floor. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. The best shooting backcourt in league history with Curry and Thompson. Like you said, it's the playmaking and intelligence of the players around them that enable them to take full advantage and pick teams apart.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Harden against Thompson. And they double up Gordon. Back to Harden. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Beverly against Curry. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
The Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Curry is inside. Defended by Beverly. Green, the pass to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Curry.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The offensive rebound. Curry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Some changes for Golden State. West comes in for Draymond Green, and Ian Clark subbed in for Thompson. Houston also making some changes. Beasley's checked in for Anderson. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverley. Outside Gordon. Pass to Prigioni. Houston moving the ball around. Nene against West. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by West. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And here's Iguodala outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3 ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
Here's Brewer. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brewer's got his first bucket in this one.
He got the ball inside, realized right away he had a mismatch, and took him right to school.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Some players have a hard time when they're giving up so many inches, but he doesn't.
And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry on the defensive end with the nice steal and the beautiful finish.
Here's Prigioni. Beasley the screen. Shoots off the screen, and it's Houston with another.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Anytime they get a whiff of a fast break opportunity, they are sprinting ahead of everyone on the opposition.
Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's West. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Over in the corner, Livingston. Off target with his 3. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. It seems like the Spurs love to generate catch-and-shoot jumpers, but it's awfully tough to defend a guy who can pull up off the dribble at any time. And, Steve, I'm sure you like guys that can do that pull-up jump shooting with a lot of regularity. Any names come to mind of guys that stick out in that category?
Yeah, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving. Dwayne Wade, more of a mid-range jump shot. Sean Livingston, more in the mid-range. So you have a lot of guys, a variety of guys that can do that. Paul George, I like the way he can pull up the jump shots at his size.
Some guys like that station, catch it and shoot. Some guys want to think about it a little bit, will move a little bit. Then there are those other ones which run, put on the brakes, and fire away.
I was never one of those guys. I didn't have good brakes.
You know your brakes. You did not have the disc brakes, did you?
No, not
the
at all.
The anti-lock brakes are out.
Nope, gone. Pad on pad.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Rockets trail by 6. To the inside. Iguodala with the steal. West kicks to Iguodala. And there's the pass to Pachulia. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Ariza covering. Iguodala, that's good.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away. These are two teams going different ways.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for West. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. The Rockets also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Beasley. James Harden comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Pablo Prigioni. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3-and-D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. And one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that three-point line.
Now, here's Beverley. Anderson kicks to Harden. The 3. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Green dishes to Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. Livingston, no luck. Rockets trail by 6. Trying his luck deep. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Beverley. Ariza's got 9. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Beverley, the pass to Ariza.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Rockets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw drops for Ariza. Ariza hits them both.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championship.
Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Rockets trailed by 3. Anderson with the screen for Beverley. A good look from Harden. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. 9 points in the game so far. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Green, the screen, to the paint. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 5 points so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Knocked away. Iguodala with the steal. On up the court. Draymond Green again. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
What concentration from Green there. So talented at burying shots and playing through contact.
Anderson wide open. No good on the 3. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Green kicks to Pachulia. Passes to Livingston. And it's Golden State with another.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Anderson the screen. Here's the screen. Harden's shot is good.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Iguodala. He's got 5. Thompson misses.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
That kind of terror defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint. He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter.
Iguodala dishes to Pachulia. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Pachulia's got 6 in the quarter.
He got the ball where he wanted and attacked the smaller defender. Completely overpowered him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it. Thompson against Harden. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 16.
He is definitely a very clever player who keeps the defense on their toes.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. Thompson for the triple. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 9 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Well, we're hearing less about flopping now, thank goodness, than we did a couple seasons ago. The league started issuing penalties for the worst flops. You think that's made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. Guys were, it was getting carried away. A lot of Hollywood was acting right there. And I think for the NBA's, it's hard. You see guys full speed get hit, and some of these guys are acting like they got hit by a Mack truck. So I like the fines for flops.
And of course, you never flopped.
No, not at all.
No,
no, not me. No way.
We've looked for the tape. We can find none. None. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Ryan Anderson out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5. Rockets trail by 3. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Durant with the steal. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, that shot by Stephen Curry from the three-point line, he can hit that with his eyes closed.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him, and there it is for him.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
You got to be physical. Push him off the block. Get him off the spot.
Stolen by Beverly. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Beverly's got 6 points.
He might not be the first option to take that three, but when he's that open, he can knock it down once in a while.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson dishes to Green. Pachulia sets a screen for Green. He can't hit that time. And Houston the other way now.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors. He'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. Houston also making some changes. Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And with Kerr, there were a lot of other coaches that had great seasons, but how can you not, Steve, give the award to someone who won 73 games?
I totally agree. There were some coaches that did a fantastic job, but it came down to either Luke Walton or Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr obviously won it, and I'm happy for him.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Nene, the screen, expanding his range. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Eric Gordon. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Outside Curry. This one for three. Another three for Golden State.
He's been on target all night, and that's helped the whole team.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden outside. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
Just an exceptional take to the hoop by Green there. Looking to see him go for slams like that more.
Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia comes in for West, and it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. And then for Houston, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Anderson. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverley.
You never want to give him an open look from outside because he will flat out burn you from there.
And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Up top, Curry. He's got 15. Pachulia the pass to Curry. From deep, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Gordon kicks to Brewer. To the middle. Pachulia with the steal. Inside. Here's Green. Some solid defense there by Nene. Rockets trail by 7. And Brewer kicks to Beasley. Back to Brewer. Plays it up and banks it in. Brewer's got 8 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Brewer with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block. His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Now Gordon. For the 3. It doesn't go for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 7. And will return shortly. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. And here are the Rockets. Rockets now. They trail by 7. We've got Ian Clark, Iguodala out there with Durant, and there's Livingston, and it's West in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. I mean, fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed, critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut. He decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
And for Durant, his choice to join the Warriors, Greg, seemed to be about winning, but also about the culture that they have developed out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder had often been criticized for the way their offense would at times break down into the quote-unquote hero ball, but the Warriors play an unselfish style. Players who love to pass the ball and who can also get along great off the court. I think that was a huge part of what attracted KD to the Warriors.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after Eric Gordon's miss. Fires from 14. No good off the front iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball.
Out to West. Feeds to Durant. The shot's good on the assist by West. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
How do you stop a 7-footer who gets his shot off that quickly from range? KD, one of a kind.
And he comes up with the deuce. And here are the Warriors now. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see yourself being portrayed in video games as we see now? And how did you react to it?
You know, very humbling, Kevin, to get a chance to see yourself, your name being called in the video game. But what I did like, Kevin, I was so skinny. The video game had me looking buff with muscles and everything. So I like that.
You look pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's because you're my friend.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
The opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Anderson comes in for Brewer. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
Thank you, David. Here's Beverly.
And just marvelous work on the defensive side from Andre. So good at getting a hand up and contesting shots.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Although it isn't clear-cut that Curry is the best player in the game right now, he certainly has the best case. Back-to-back MVPs, and Steve, the impact he has on the court is just peerless.
You can throw other names in as well, but Curry and his back-to-back MVPs puts him in elite company. He is quickly rising on the all-time greatest players list. He's earned it, and he has transformed the art of shooting.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston.
The Warriors has had some turnovers in their coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs. To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Now, here's Beverly. Harden kicks to Ariza, trying his luck deep, but they recover it. Beverly dishes to Harden. Anderson the screen. They set the pick. Great open look there. 20 points for James Harden. And one thing that makes Steve Kerr unique, he really does empower his assistant coaches.
Yes, watching him on the sideline, you can see he lets his assistants have a role on this team. Look what happened last year. Luke Walton in the first 43 games of the season, he was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
Rockets trail by 15. And Beverly kicks to Harden. That's tipped. It's Ariza on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Shoots from the high post, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Beverly up top, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And some changes here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Draymond Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. And the Rockets with possession here. 15-point game. Beverly wide open. And it's off from three-point range. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Green kicks to Thompson. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anderson's shot is off. Warriors leading by 15. Puts it up from 12 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
I can't see this one slipping away from them at this stage. They've just been too good today.
Well, Draymond Green gained a lot of notoriety last season for some questionable plays in the playoffs. Most notably, Steve, was the kick to Steven Adams. Gained a lot of people cheering against him after that play.
Well, Draymond is one of those guys. He doesn't really care about what other teams' fans like him or not. He's all about the Warriors. And he's acknowledged it was wrong. He hurt his team. But now he has to come back after suspension and play well.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. .143 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's the 3. And it's Beverly missing.
Couldn't have been more wide open on that one.
Outside Curry. Dishes it to Pachulia. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Green. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, they called on him to handle the bulk of the scoring, and he was more than up for it. There were some incredible spurts that he went through when there was nothing they could do to slow him down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Green. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Durant, no good. Beasley up top, fended by West. And the wide open shot from Decker. A 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Durant, beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Durant. Brewer with the ball. Here's Decker. Sinks the triple.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shots good by Durant.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
You like to have these type of wins every now and then. Just a comfortable win.
No good from Beasley. And here's Livingston. Misses from short range. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots.
What more can you say about Steph Curry? The man has done it again tonight. He is the most electrifying shooter in the history of the game. I'm going to say it right now. In the history of the game. He is a leader, and his will to win is unparalleled.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.